All right. Good morning and welcome to 5 Minutes More with Pastor. It is Wednesday, November 18th, and a week and a day from Thanksgiving. So, hope you're enjoying your Thursday morning wherever you are. Again, weather is Oregon, and so that should come as no surprise. But look forward to what the Lord has in store for today. Good morning, Katie. Good morning, Clayton's. Hope you guys are doing well. I just want to share a quick thought with you from Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 1. This is a verse that is probably very familiar. Honestly, even in Christian homes, they probably heard something, or even in non Christian homes, people have probably heard something similar to this their entire life. Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 1 says, "A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and loving favor rather than silver or gold." Many of you have probably seen the bumper sticker out that says, "Hey, good morning, Melissa. See you too." Um, the bumper sticker that says, uh, "He that dies with the most toys dies," and that's true. Like, so many people put the success of their lifetime on the amount of things that that they acquired, the amount of riches, the amount of money, the amount of toys that they acquired in this lifetime. When in reality, outside of our salvation, the greatest measuring stick of success or significance is a person's integrity, a person's honor in their personal relationships, a person that values character more than any material possession. You know, one of the neat things about living when we lived in North Carolina was the Outer Banks of North Carolina has a lot of history there. One of the very historical facts that happened there was the first flight. As a matter of fact, if you look at a North Carolina license plate, that's what it'll say on the very top, first in flight, because that is where out on Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, which is in the Outer Banks near Nag's Head, that is where Orville and Wilbur Wright had their first flights. And I mean, think about this for just a second. Here's a man or two brothers that were so well known for being first in flight. I mean, everybody just associates their name with that. And however, at a fairly young age, Orville Wright passed away, I think, in 1903. He was 45 years old. They came from a very close family, very close knit family. And what's really interesting is to read his father, Orville Wright's father's entry about his son on the day that he died. I want you to read. I want to read it to you. And by the way, well, let me just read it to you. It says, "This morning at 3:15." I'm sorry, not Orville, Wilbur. This morning at 3:15, Wilbur passed away, aged 45 years, 1 month, and 14 days. A short life, full of consequences. An unfailing intellect, imperturbable temper, great self-reliance, and as great modesty, seeing the right clearly, pursuing it steadfastly, he lived and died. For Wilbur Wright's father, notice what doesn't make when he writes basically an obituary for his own son in his diary. Notice what does not make it into those words. He says nothing about his son's success in flight and in him and his brother becoming famous and well known for for their help with the airplane and all of those kinds of things. For his father, what made the greatest lasting impact about Wilbur Wright was the fact that he had godly character, that he had great self reliance, that he could see right clearly and pursued it steadfastly. And the reality is, folks, there are a lot of things we might spend our time in life pursuing and doing that when we're gone, 100 years from now, people aren't going to remember. But they'll remember your character. They'll remember your honor. Those are things that we don't want to ever jeopardize. Again, Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 1 says, "A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, in loving favor rather than silver and gold." Can I just ask you a simple question this morning? What are you doing to build a good name? What are you doing to build a good name? We do that by living with integrity. We do that by living with honor. We do that by building character. We do that by displaying love and kindness, truth, again, integrity, all of those kinds of things. I pray and I pray and I pray that God will allow me and my family to one day live now and die with a good name. And I want to encourage you today in the decisions you make, in the words that you speak, in the things that you do. Think about this. Don't ruin a good name. Don't ruin a good name. You probably have a good name. Don't ruin it by one reaction, one word, one thing you do. Protect your good name. It is something that we should do just as people, but it's something we do for the honor and glory of God as well. Um, I hope you have a good day and enjoy it, and we'll talk to you later.